Hello everyone, welcome to this another exciting discussion today. On a high level note, we are going to discuss in full how are we learning as a human and how machine learning. I know you have watched so many videos about machine learning, so many articles and other information about it. But there are still confusions on how to do this. How machine learning is performing, how to perform machine learning, where to start, and how to start the process. And this is what I'm going to discuss and illustrate in this video. Alright? Before we proceed, these are the topics that we were going to discuss, explain, and illustrate for the benefit of beginners in the field of data science. I will going to discuss what is all about machine learning, the different classifications of machine learning, the sourcing of data, how do we get data, where to get data, the life cycle of the data, how to train the data, and the different use cases. Alright? Basically, humans are learning based on experience, which starts from the time of our curiosity. From the start, we see things. From the start, we heard voices of people around us. It's a natural process of learning. On the other hand, machine learning are based from the historical data and records. Basically, these are coming from everywhere, coming from the different data repository, from public domain, private domain, and many other sources, such as from different social media channels and other legacy databases and warehouses. Thus, human is the source of machine learning intelligence. Everything that we do, everything that we publish, and everything that we store in different repositories will become the source of machine intelligence. Technically, machine learning is defined as a type of artificial intelligence that allows software applications to predict outcomes without being explicitly programmed. Machine learning algorithms are using historical data as an input to predict new values and or to predict unknown values. You notice that based on its definition, there are algorithms that doesn't require programming skills in order for the machine to learn things, to predict things or unknown values. It requires human intervention to teach. It requires human intervention to help machine understand what we are trying to do, what we want to perform accordingly. Alright? So these are the different methods or classifications on how machine learn. And its methods have different processes that needs to perform and execute for the machine to start learning. Okay, so in supervised learning, we need to train machine by providing labels in the data. Technically, in supervised machine learning method, we provide sample labeled data to the machine learning system to train it. And on that basis, it predicts the output. We need to provide a clear guidelines in categorizing the data. We need to define each of the variables and values. To illustrate a supervised machine learning model, I got this data from Kaggle. The goal of this exercise is to illustrate how to perform, how to do a machine learning model. Okay, so I will be going to use Python programming language and I'll be using the Jupyter notebook. Alright, so the goal of this exercise is to predict whether an employee will going to a thrive or not in the company. These are the data included in the model. Age, business travel, daily rate, the department, distance from home, education field, and so on and so forth. And the dependent variable or the outcome variable that we are trying to predict, okay, that we are trying to machine to learn is the attrition. Okay, so here you go. Alright, so to illustrate a supervised machine learning model, here is the data from Kaggle. This is the IBM HR Analytics Employee Attrition and Performance. This is about the dataset. Uncover the factors that lead to employee attrition and explore important questions such as show me a breakdown of distance from home by job role and attrition, or compare average monthly income by education and attrition. This is a fictional dataset created by IBM data scientists. Okay, so the goal of this activity is to predict the attrition of the employee. Will the employee going to attrite or resign based on the factors included in the dataset? Okay, so this is the data. Okay, so as you can see, these are the factors that might affect the attrition of the employee. So this includes years with the current manager, years since last promotion, years in current role, years at a company, work-life balance, and so on and so forth. Okay, these are the factors that might consider the attrition. Okay, so here in supervised machine learning model, you need to train the data. You need to help machine understand what is all about this variable. To do so, you need to make sure that machine understood what is about this data. Okay, so let's say for example the attrition label. What is yes or no? Okay, so it depends on the data. For example, yes, this is about attrition. The employee will have the probability to attrite. So I can label this as 1. Okay, so next is no. So do this procedure to department, educational field, and other category variable. You need to help machine understand the gender. Okay, by doing so, you need to code what is male and what is female. Okay, so like for example, male, make it 1, or female, make it 2, and so on and so forth. Once you do that, okay, you need to perform the machine learning model. Okay, so to do this, so I'll be going to open the file using, I'll be going to use SPSS. Okay, so rather I'll close this first. Okay, so the corrected data is in sheet 2, worksheet 2. Okay, so once you're here, go to variable view and apply the label attrition. Okay, what is the values? So values is 1 for yes, 2 for no. Okay, so in this case, you change the string to numeric. Okay, why numeric? Because machine can understand numeric value. So that's the purpose of labeling and categorizing the variable. Okay, you need to define the variable. Okay, so once you already define the variable, define the label, and you are ready to perform machine learning model. Okay, so let's say, for example, we need to identify what are the factors that triggers attrition. Okay, so you need to analyze regression, or you need to choose binary. Why? Because what I'm trying to figure out is the kind of data, the scale of measurement of the dependent variable. So in this case, there is a binary data, which is yes or no. So meaning to say, the applicable and the appropriate machine learning model to perform or to do is the binary logistic regression. Okay, so I'll put the dependent variable here, and then let's say I'll plug all the other into the independent variable. Let's say put into here, and then you need to define what are those categorical variable. Okay, so what are those categorical variable? I already mentioned a while ago what are those categorical variable: gender, educational attainment, and all other categories. So you need to put all those categorical variable here, education field, department. You need to put this categorical variable to this column. Okay, so for example, performance rating, relationship satisfaction, stack, you need to put it here and continue. And then you need to check what are the statistics and plots that you are gonna do. Okay, classification plots, Hosmer-Lemaitre, goodness of fitness, and so on and so forth. Okay, so once you're done, just click OK and let the machine build the model for you. So this is the model summary. So meaning to say, based on the variable that I chose to be part of the analysis, the accuracy of the model that it predicts the attrition is at 85.5, and this is the model. Okay, so this is the model, and as you can see, relationship satisfaction plays an important factor in the attrition. Another one is the relationship satisfaction 1, 2, and 3, and this one is stock option level and total working years, and so on and so forth. These are the significant factors that might affect the attrition. Okay, if you are good with the accuracy of the model, which is 83.9, then that's okay to choose this model. Okay, so that is how supervised machine learning model do. Okay, so thank you.